Jay Bills from Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with the one and only Overt in the building. Happy Punch promo, all in full effect. How are you feeling, sir? Fight night is finally here.
I'm feeling great. JJ, I love you. My guy.
So JJ's just come in the building in a suave yellow suit.
Looking
it's all going
great.
down. Yeah, he's looking good, man. He's matching the colors
like
of
a
the Punch
delicious
promo.
banana. Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
To match that new Prime flavor, I think, right?
Oh yes, with the lemonade.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
You know,
right.
you know the techers. You know the techers. What's going on?
I know things. I know stuff.
I mean, it's all happening tonight. Fight night. One of the main fights, obviously, within your camp, Taylor versus Salt Papi.
Right.
There must be a lot of confliction because obviously they're both in the camp.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you feeling in terms of that? Like, how is it planning for you tonight?
So I grew up around combat sports. If you guys don't know, I'm black belt in jiu-jitsu. I say it to everybody all the time so everybody knows, right? I'm black belt in jiu-jitsu. I grew up around combat sports. I grew up having friends fight each other in rings and cages, all that. And the thing that I always say to them, and sometimes it's a little bit hard for newer fans to kind of digest, but I can be totally unbiased and say this. Look, I love both y'all, okay? I want you guys to go in there, have an entertaining fight,
Yeah.
have fun,
Yeah.
more than anything, have fun, be safe, bro.
Yeah.
And you guys are gonna get out, and guess what? Win or lose, it's gonna be one of the most fun nights of your life. It's gonna be super memorable. When you're 87, and you're thinking back, you're gonna be like, whoa, that was great. And that's all I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want Anthony to win. I don't want Salt to win. I just want them to have a great fight, a fun fight, and come out safe.
In terms of like their skill set, obviously Taylor is more the experienced fighter, the
Right.
experienced MMA fighter as well. Salt Papi, we know with his 3 previous fights, his ranking and skying high. Like, how do you see that in terms of dynamics in the ring? Because obviously they'll know each other inside out pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting position to be in because you got Salt Papi, who's like the tippity top of the influencers,
Yeah.
and you got Anthony Taylor, who might be one of the lower professionals, right? Lower rank professionals. Is that fair to say? Right.
Yeah, I guess it's fair to say,
That makes
like
sense.
rising up there, yeah.
So we're gonna see exactly where their skill sets lie. We got one guy at the top of the amateurs basically, and we got one guy kind of like, I don't know exactly his record, but he lost to Tommy Fury, lost a few of these guys, but.
But he's had those fights with
Very
those
good.
people, yeah.
And you know what? What's better than experience?
Yeah.
Win or lose. If you have experience like that, you can't buy that, right? That you can't fake that. So this is gonna be a test for Salt for sure. I think that Salt might be the underdog here, actually.
Yeah, I think so, because even with the opponents that he's faced before, it's different in comparison to the caliber of fights that Anthony Taylor's had. Obviously, with the Tommy Furies, the Dylan Dennis's, the Chris Villas, and those people. So, do you think that Salt Papi will really be put to the test in terms of like the background from Anthony's fights previous?
Oh yeah, and that's I think one of the reasons why we agreed to make this fight is because it's such an exciting fight for the fans. It's such I think it might be the best fight, or one of the best fights on the card for a fact.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because there's a lot of hype surrounding it, and they're having fun. Like all week we've seen it. They're having fun.
They're great.
They're entertaining as
The
hell.
little back and forth that they got going on is beautiful. Like, I don't know, man. I'd watch a show, like a Netflix series, with just them, to be honest.
Yeah, I would as well.
You know?
I pay a little bit of money for that as well, to be honest.
100%.
So, I mean, in terms of predictions for the other cards, so let's go with Deji and Swarms. From what you've been seeing, like, where do you see that going?
Okay, so let me preface this with I love Swarms. Great guy. I met him in August.
Yeah.
One of the nicest guys. Absolutely love him. And I love his transformation, everything he's done. I think his skill set's improved dramatically, obviously. I've known Deji for years and years and years, right? We both come from gaming, so I've known him for almost 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I can never go against Deji, right? And I also have to say, experience is experience, win or lose. And Deji has more experience.
Because he's been around for 5 years. Swarms has been for a year. His transformation is fantastic, like with Swarms, and obviously he's really taking it seriously. But obviously it'll be, I feel the biggest test for Swarms in respect because of Deji having the more experience. Like, how do you see it?
Well, only one person gave Mayweather a black eye.
Yes. Facts.
Deji's got the upper hand.
For sure. And then KSI versus Joe Fournier. It's, we've seen all the hype all week. What are you looking at in terms of that tonight as well?
So I think that it's going to be interesting for JJ to come out and see what it's like with a professional boxer, undefeated professional boxer, has championships. It's going to be the biggest test, obviously, right? I think that first couple of rounds, it's going to be a real feeling out process, much more than you've seen in previous influencer fights. And then I think by around the time the middle rounds come, we're looking at 4 or 5. I think that JJ can take it to him and win in those rounds.
And finally, because Happy Punch promo, we've seen the prelims that just happened, obviously all set up by you guys. Are we expecting to see more prelims set up by you guys in the future in terms of Misfits cards?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this stuff, but I've been.
Is it something you want though?
Oh yeah, it's something I want. And also, I think that context clues would lead you to believe that this was such a success that you're going to see it with other pay-per-views. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
1,000,000%.
And just last thing, because I spoke to Paul Bamba yesterday, and then you shouted out saying that, you know, him versus Jake Paul, he gets him in the second round.
Yes.
What do you think of the whole situation with, you know, with JJ and Jake Paul, and obviously the talks of JJ going against Tommy Fury next, and then Jake Paul. Obviously, if JJ beats Joe Fournier tonight, then obviously he's got the upper hand in terms of defeating a pro boxer. Like, where do you see that in terms of Jake Paul's level at this point?
I would say that it would make JJ the clear number one in the whole influencer scene. And I also, Jake Paul versus KSI is this generation's Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Wow, yes. Well, there was a tease of a tag team match, but
Wouldn't that be amazing? Yo, let's work on that. We really tried. We're trying, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, we're talking about Pacquiao and Salt Papi versus KSI and Mayweather. Do you see that as a possibility?
Possibility? Yes, everything's possible.
Well, of course. Well, thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you, and I'm glad you brought the vibes to me yesterday when I was speaking to Paul. So thank you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Twitter and our Instagram. This is the best channel on the internet.